it is very interesting to find out that while liberals tells us that the innovation is part of the positive aspects of our economic system, we want to stress how actually innovation is just the best way to get more value out of the oppressed. So could we focus a little bit on what is this compulsion that ultimately hits not just the worker, but also the slave owner, to the point that he gets indebted in order to try to keep up and keep exploiting and increasing the rate of exploitation?
Yes, and it's a huge point because, again, with the liberal narrative, there's this elite who are the innovators, who are making the world better by expanding its wealth. It's such a nice little dreamy story that they want to tell. But one of the things I'm raising in this book, and all critical political economy and critical history must do, is innovation to what end? And I'm showing that the point of innovation in a capitalist society is to intensify the exploitation of labor. It is to speed up the human body of the worker to perform more and more tasks in less and less time. In other words, it's the efficiency of exploitation which is being increased by innovation. In the slave system, in particular in the south of the United States, we can see the whole series of technologies from the 1790s or so, beginning with so-called Eli Whitney's cotton gin. But really all we're talking about is mechanized processes for cleaning the cotton after it's picked. And what we see is that there is ongoing industrialization of the plantation. The cotton gin is being regularly improved. But to what end? So that by 1860 compared to 1820, the average enslaved cotton worker was picking 4 times as much cotton in the US South as they had been. This had to do with innovations in seeds, biotech. You literally get seeds that produce cotton plants that are more pickable by the human hand. Pickability is how they referred to it. And you create machinery that can clean it more quickly. Then you get innovations in packaging it all up and packing it and compressing it for shipping. But what is the point of all of these so-called improvements? To increase profits. To increase profits by speeding up labor and therefore increasing the surplus labor and the surplus value that these workers are performing.